A lot has happened in Spanish Springs Square, so it's hard to keep up. Is this what the other squares have to look forward to? Often referenced as the original square and one of the most beautiful, Spanish Springs Town Square is going away. Or is it? In the last year, several fan favorites went out of business. Margarita Republic, World of Beer, 2J's, and Gators Dockside. MVP Health Club sold to Genesis, which moved across the street into the old theater, the Rialto building, which went out years ago during COVID. One resident from the village of Orange Blossom Gardens, Robert Schubert, writes to the Village's News that he would like the developer to inform the public what is happening with all the vacant restaurants and retail space at Spanish Springs Town Square. At this point, you're probably thinking, dang, this is a negative video, and I'm not trying to come across that way at all. We are going to get into the positive things coming to Spanish Springs very quickly. Now, we have to look at this pretty rationally. There's several contributing factors to this. One is obviously COVID. After COVID, a lot of businesses slowed down, etc. Also, beer sales have been declining since 1999. 2023, beer was at its lowest consumption rate since 1999. On top of that, you add in the fact that Margarita Republic did not have the best reputation. After several instances of having to kick people out, violence, people getting arrested, Margarita Republic and the owners, they decided to close the doors. I believe that caught the developer off guard, and they were not ready for that. The Gators Dockside location was in the Loriana building, which I believe is being turned into apartments. And World of Beer has closed down several locations across the country. The Brownwood Square location is still going strong if you want to visit World of Beer. Also in the Village's News, a new retailer is reportedly coming to the Spanish Springs area right on the strip as you enter here. Women's clothier J. Jill is said to be looking to renovate an existing spot at the original town square. Invitation-only bids are to be accepted, and the work is expected to begin in November. The exact location is right on that main strip as you come in on the right-hand side of the road. That store began in 1959 as one specialty store in Berkshires of Massachusetts and evolves into a direct catalog business. 40 years later, in 99, they opened its first retail store, and in that same year, launched an e-commerce site. Currently, they're operating more than 200 stores nationwide, so looks like they have some staying power. This square actually means something to me. It is the first square that I ever went to dance live entertainment. I worked there for 3 years in the Loriana building when MVP was there, so it's near and dear to my heart. I also took Natalie out in Margarita Republic several times. This was obviously years ago. We've been married for over 10 years now. But this park also is one of those areas. Do you have any memories from this spot? If you've been following the channel for any length of time or just following the villages in general, you know that they have been working to get apartments in this location ever since 2022. It got denied a couple times, and then the Sumter commissioners ended up switching votes, and in a 3-2 vote, the villages got approval, or the developer got approval for apartments. This is after the Rialto had been closed for several years. They remodeled the inside of the Rialto, which is the old movie theater, and that's where MVP, now Genesis, just moved in. They just actually opened not too long ago inside the Rialto building. You also have the Sharon Morse Performing Arts building, where they put on live plays and shows, comedy shows, all kinds of things. You can buy tickets at the box office. You can also buy tickets online. The shows there are pretty good. Blondie's is brand new to the square. And by brand new, I mean recent. I haven't been to the square a whole lot of times. However, recently. And then you have Coastal Del Mar, a fine dining restaurant that just opened a couple years ago. That is what took over the 2J's building. Spanish Springs downtown, or I should say downtown square area where you walk around, is a beautiful area. If you haven't been, you should definitely check it out. There's less retail. It's not as busy. You can tell this is the middle of the day when I went out here. You won't see as many people out here as Lake Sumter or even Brownwood for that matter. But it is a great square that you should check out on occasion if you're ever in the northern area. What would you like to see come to the Spanish Springs Town Square area? Do you want to see apartments? Do you want to see more retail? Do you want to see them renovate it? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the new video styles. I've been working hard on them. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.